making a living by lying and persuading people to buy things that they really don't need.
Well, I love it. People are quite gullible and susceptible to suggestion. That's why I've made a career out of exploiting the weaknesses of others. I learned a long time ago that if you fill up somebody's mind with crap, they are much more likely to do something that they normally wouldn't do. They will take thousands of dollars that they don't have, and they'll buy things like cars or water beds or security systems. They'll buy anything we tell them they need.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, but how do you target your audiences, Zach?
Actually, it's quite easy. We find that our biggest market areas are the poorest and most oppressed neighborhoods. You'll find, I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but quite often the most heavily advertised areas are the slums. They have the highest number of billboards advertising cigarettes and alcohol. That's because we sell products by selling the illusion of power. And since the people who live in low-rent districts or the economically depressed areas are basically people who have devoted their lives to working 80 hours a week, they're seeking power. They want power. They crave it. So we sell them the illusion that if they smoke big man cigarettes or drink big boy booze, they'll have power.
But how do you do that, Zach?
It's all in the imagery, Skip. Every cigarette advertisement shows a man on top of a woman or exercising some sort of control over her. And all those cigarette advertisements, I don't know about you, but I've noticed that the people in them are much healthier than any cigarette smoker that I know of.
Yes, of course.
Well, they're models, and beauty is power, Skip. Yeah. Booze is marketed through the use of sex and seduction. We don't tell anybody, of course, that over half of all the auto fatalities every year are the direct result of drunk driving.
Well, of course not.
No.
Well, I'll tell you something, Zach. That's pretty damn interesting, if I do say so myself. But tell me, what do you think the biggest taboo is right now in advertising?
That's easy. The biggest realization is that marketing does not, or advertising does not have to ask the customer to buy the product.
Oh.
We tell them that if they don't, they'll regret it. We're taking a much more aggressive stance nowadays. The biggest joke is that advertising itself is the problem and not the solution. I have spent so much time developing the theory that street gangs and rappers are a social problem because it helps to define what's cool and what isn't. The criminal element must be defined, because without defining the criminal element, we would have no context for finding out the proper image to sell products.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. The outsider image, that sells cola, cars, clothing, and other commodities.
Oh, well, as we all know, Mayor Woolsworth has outlawed any advertising here in Brownsville. Has this affected you at all, Zach?
I've left Brownsville, moved to Flashville, and set up shop there.
Oh, Flashville.
Yes. I was annoyed with the mayor and his comments about advertising, but to tell you the truth, he's right. Advertising is an enormous waste of money. Flashy packaging is the lion's share of cost, and product commercialization, it's very expensive. You'll notice that of the products on TV, the ones that are the worst ones for you, not just TV, but any medium, the ones that are the worst ones for you are the ones that are most heavily advertised, like alcohol and booze.
I see. Well,
and cigarettes, too, 3 of them, alcohol, booze, and cigarettes.
So why don't you mind talking about your livelihood the way you are? I mean, you don't sound very happy about it.
It's easy, Skip. It's because, well, like P.T. Barnum said, there's a sucker born every minute. There is no shortage of stupid ignoramuses and brainwashed children.
There's a lot of them out there.
Oh, I know. And they sit and they just listen to TV and radio as if, the boob tube, as if Jesus Christ himself is telling them to go out and buy the products. I will always be in business. People will not believe a show like this. They don't want to believe a show like this.
Are you serious?
Yes. And because, you know why? Because if this show is not true, then their entire life is invalid. Stupid people don't like anxiety. They don't like to worry. They just listen and do as they're told. Yeah. That way, they don't have to think for themselves.
Oh, I see. Well, it's very smart.